What's going on, guys? It's your boy Burrow77 coming to you live with Spain versus Germany for today's Euro matchup. This is going to be a good one, guys. These look like the two best teams in the entire tournament. It's a little bit of a shame that we're getting this in the round of 8. This feels like a either semifinal or final matchup, but that's just where we're at. And it's going to be a tight one. For those of you who don't know, I am holding a German future at plus 550. So I did take a little bit of action with a free bet just to cover my stake on Spain to advance at minus 120. Again, I'm not super into hedging. I just happened to have a free bet that was going to cover me for pretty much a full hedge. So I went ahead and did it. But there is a lot to like in this game. I do see goals here. I think that this game kind of starts at 1-1. I know that Spain's kept a clean sheet pretty much the entire tournament except for that own goal versus Georgia. And I thought Georgia looked good. You know, they got a couple of counters off there before Spain eventually wore them down and beat the brakes off of them. I don't think that's going to be the case here with Germany. I think Germany has one of the best center back pairings in all of the tournament with Jonathan Tah and Rudiger back there. I also really like Kimmich playing on right back. 90% handle / 63% of the bets on over per VSIN. What do you think? Under the play? It could be. 1-1 draw definitely isn't out of the realm of possibility here. These are two of the most potent offenses we've seen in the entire tournament facing off. But it's not like any of these guys are slouches defensively. I do think Cucurella can be gotten to a little bit. Danny Carvajal is a stud. I apologize. Sorry, my pharmacy's calling me. Yes, I know. My prescription's are ready. Thank you, Walgreens. You could play the under if you like. Let me check the number on the total right now. I mean, I don't know. You got to lay juice to go with the under at minus 122, minus 125, minus 125, minus 130, minus 139. I'm not super into fading the public at that much of a minus number juiced. I don't hate the over here at plus 110, plus 100, plus minus 105. But yeah, I could see a 1-1 draw with this needing some extra time and maybe even PKs. Go lightly today. Everyone, knockouts are super unpredictable. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely unpredictable. I do think that this is going to be one of the higher shooting matches we've seen, just because of the pace here out of both teams with Sane, Musiala, Havertz, and Yamal, Nico Williams, Pedri, Ruiz. Morata isn't fast, but he is a big target guy who will help them play a little bit of hold up if they like to. Rodri in the middle is a good look for shot on target as well. Same with Gundogan here. Emery Can is, let's see, he's gonna get a lot of Pedri, who's a fucking scumbag. Nico Williams. Yeah, I mean, if I'm Spain, I'm going to kind of want to push up what would be Germany's right-hand side, Spain's left-hand side. I'm going to be really focused on Nico again. I like him to score or assist. I think Pedri card is very live. Again, he's a hacking little crybaby scumbag, so I got no problem taking Pedri for card. Cucurella, maybe a little bit. Emery Chan, Rudiger would be on a suspension, so I think he's going to do his best to avoid a card at all possible angles. Ta is fresh off of a suspension, so he's got an extra shot to play with. I would look at Ta for a booking, maybe. Kimmich likes to push forward and get involved in the offense, but I think he's going to have to hang a little bit farther back with the speed that we know Nico Williams has. But that doesn't mean I don't like Kimmich. We know that he takes corners and that he gets involved in the offense. So I don't mind him as a shot look from distance either. Ruiz shot on target. Yeah, I like Ruiz shot on target. Let me see if we get a decent number on there. I'm probably going to play Ruiz 2 shots in the first half again. It's just been too much of a money printing machine. So I gotta stick with that. Fabian Ruiz. I'm just looking for the price on Fabian Ruiz. Shot on target is a standalone. Plus 128 Bet Rivers, plus 125 FanDuel, plus 100 DraftKings. I like it at above a plus money number. I'm not going to let juice to take Fabian to put a shot on target. But yeah, I like him to put a shot on target at the plus 128, plus 125 number. I'm personally going to play him 2 shots in the first half because it's, like I said, it's just been printing money. As far as shots on target are concerned, I definitely like Jamal Musiala at minus 120. I think that's a really good play. If you like Yamal, I think that you can take Yamal pretty comfortably at minus 115 over on FanDuel. Again, Musiala's was on FanDuel versus Musiala's minus 150 on DK, minus 165 on Bet Rivers, minus 1. Yamal is minus 145 on DK and minus 120 on Bet Rivers. You like Havertz first half shot on target? I definitely don't hate that. He's a striker. I know people have been on him for not being super clinical, but he does shoot. So let's see what that price is here for him to have a first half shot on target. One more shot on target in the first half. Kai Havertz at plus 155. Yeah, Fernando, I like that price. I can get behind that. Plus 155. That's a great number. I also like Musiala a lot at plus 250. If you're a Yamal person, you know, I can see your way into plus 240. I do think Yamal is going to have a little bit tougher of a time on the Toni Kroos, Rom, Ta side, whereas I think Nico Williams is a little bit older, stronger, more physical, prepared to do battle a little bit more with Emery Chan, Rudiger, and Kimmich. Again, neither side on this back is going to be particularly easy to get to here for Germany. I think this is just going to be a really, really tough match. I do like goals, though. These are 2 of our most high-powered offenses. I think Germany's shown that they have one of the better defenses. No, they haven't kept the clean sheets like Spain has. But you guys know that I think Spain was kind of a baby shit soft group. And I think that, while Georgia played brave and looked good, they did end up getting their asses kicked 4-1, with the only goal being an own goal. So I think this is a big step up in class here for Spain, but I think it's going to be exciting. And I do think we see shots and goals here. So I'm not super into fading the public, especially not at a minus number here. Let's get a little price on both teams to score before we keep it moving. Minus 130 over on Caesars seems like a decently playable number. I'm not super into laying minus 136, minus 145, minus 150, which I'm seeing on FanDuel, MGM, and DraftKings. So don't super love that. As far as winners go, look, I have a German future. And like I said, I took just a little bit of hedge action with a free bet on Spain to advance at minus 120. I like the draw here for full time at plus 215. I know that's kind of boring. Kobe's playing Havertz to score or assist. That's a biased pick. Yeah, Kobe's a resident Arsenal fan, which is a bad thing. But yeah, I can get behind Havertz to score or assist. He hasn't done it since game 1, I want to say, but you know, that's not the worst thing in the world. I think that, let's see, plus 185 definitely isn't a bad number to do it. I am interested in Nico Williams to score or assist at plus 210. Guy takes all the corners. He's dumb fast. If he gets in behind, he's usually pretty good in the box. So I like Nico. He's also super good at finding the open man and puts in beautiful crosses. So I think I'm going to stick with Nico, who's got corner responsibilities and puts in really, really effective crosses at plus 210 for a goal or assist. And then I am going to stick with my boy Musiala, who has a chance to stay in conversation for the Golden Boot with a goal here today. So I like that at plus 215 to score or assist. And that's kind of where I'm looking there. Pedri card plus 470 broken. I don't think it's broken, but I think that's a very good number. I really like Pedri to be booked, especially at plus 475. I think that's a great look. Gonna have to deal with Musiala, Gundogan, Emery Can, Kai Havertz in transition, and even Kimmich pushing up from the back on occasion. Rudiger sometimes is going to get involved in set pieces too. Used a boost on Nico to score or assist. I like that, Kobe, for sure. I like Nico to stay hot here. But yeah, I really like Pedri to be booked. I just don't like the kid. I think he's a scumbag. I think he does way too much fucking talking for being a Barcelona kid that is touted out of their academy, who just really isn't that good. He just flat out isn't. That said, he will jack for chicks, so I don't hate taking a look at his shot stuff or his shot on target. But I think big game Rodri is another guy in that midfield. So with all these mouths to feed on Spain, somebody's going to have to come up short, and I'm having a feeling it might be Rodri or Pedri. Again, I'm pot committed on Ruiz at this point. He's just been playing way too good of football, and just letting that thing rip anytime it gets to his foot. So I think I am going to play Ruiz 2 or more shots in the first half here at plus 490. I wonder what his one shot is. Am I gonna? Oh, it's minus 115. I might use my 30% boost on that and play it with a pretty hefty amount. Because I don't think there's anybody else I'm loving just to get one at that price. Kimmich I kind of like for a shot in the first half at plus 150. If you want to get involved with the target men in the first half, Lee Normand at plus 230. Loose balls, find him in the box, especially at the top of the box. He loves to shoot. Danny at plus 410. Big game, Danny Carvajal. He's off gluten, people. Plus 410 just to take a shot. I'd like that more full game. So let's see what Danny to take a shot full game is. He's going to be plus 165 on Danny to take a shot full game. I like that. Big game, Danny's been shooting. Guys on the back line here, I think that Rudiger at minus 125 for a shot for full game looks really good, and Lee Normand at minus 130 is another good look. Jonathan Tah as well gets up for headers, big set piece guy, minus 145. So that's kind of the bottom of the market there. I'm not going to pay minus 210 to take Kimmich. So yeah, Tah, Lee Normand, Rudiger, and Carvajal all have standalone value for just one shot in the entire match, in my opinion. Gundogan, shot on target first half, plus 280. Seems like a sprinkle. Yeah, I thought that last match too. I thought him for a shot on target full game was going to be a nice little leg for my parlay. And that's the over on DraftKings with a boost, and that's the leg that ended up coming up short. So I was a little disappointed there, but hey, what are you going to do? Plus 160. Is that for Nico to score or assist? Because there's a little bit better number out there, Cobes. I don't know if you already got your action down. Score prediction, hard game to bet. Lean both teams to score, but minus 130 seems too juiced. I also lean both teams to score here. I think this game kind of starts at 1-1. I don't see either of these teams getting held to a clean sheet. I don't see either of these teams holding a clean sheet. 1-1 draw here feels okay. I think that the over 2.5 is definitely in play, despite the 90% handle / 36% of bets, according to Vegas Insider Network. I'm not huge. I'm not huge on what the public's doing. That shit doesn't really bother me. I can see over 2.5 here at a plus number. I do like both teams to score. I think if you're paying more than minus 130 juice, though, it's not worth it. I would say minus 130 is the absolute bottom of my market if you want to play both teams to score as a straight there, 8-ball. Mike, good to see you. What's going on? Germany to qualify plus 100. Waiting till the game starts to live bet some second half shots. I can definitely dig that. I'd like Germany to qualify at plus 100, but I am sitting on a future for them to win the tournament here at plus 550. So I'm going to stand pat and ride that. Like I said, I had a free bet that essentially covered my stake there. So I tossed it on Spain to advance at minus 120. Again, it was a free bet. I didn't have to bet anything. I didn't really earn it by losing a bet. It was just one that ESPN handed out yesterday on the 4th of July for no reason. So, or for goodwill reasons, or to try and get me to use their sports book more, which whatever. I just used it as a small hedge on the future. I'm going to open this up to any more questions, comments, or concerns you guys have. We're going to keep going for about 6 to 10 more minutes before we wrap up. I got to get some stuff in. I got to put some stuff over in Discord. Let's take a look at the saves market really quickly, because that has been a profitable market for a lot of different people. You got to get up to 4 saves on either of these guys to get plus money. If you like Simone saves, the Spanish goalkeeper, 4 or more at plus 155. I'm not going to try and talk you out of it. I think Germany is going to put more pressure on Spain than they've seen so far in the tournament. If you like Neuer, big game Neuer to do his thing at plus 130 for 4 or more saves, I'm absolutely going to get with you there. I think big game Neuer is going to have himself a big game today. So sticking. Do I ever look at possession? Possession's not a prop that's offered to me super readily on onshore books. Spain over 54.5 being offered on your book. I don't hate it, but I'm not convinced that Spain's going to be the ball dominant team. I'm thinking we see a pretty balanced game here, to be honest with you, Mike. But if I had to lean, actually, you know what, Mike? No, I'm not going to get involved in that market or give my opinion at all, because Germany has Toni Kroos. And when you have Toni Kroos, he's always looking to go forward and make something happen. But you're also not going to take the ball away from him. He's one of the most accurate passers ever to play the game. He's over 90% pass completion lifetime, gentlemen. So yeah, I'm not going to get involved in the possession game. It's not a game. It's not something I'm super familiar with handicapping, and I'm not going to try and start now. Again, that's not to be rude or anything, Mike. It's just where I'm at. I'm not going to try and jump into handicapping a possession stat with 23 minutes till kickoff. Not sure if I like goalkeeper saves today. Might be a possession game. It might be. I just don't see it. From the way I've watched both of these teams play, I just don't see it. I certainly don't see it with Nagelsmann ball. Nagelsmann's not overly concerned with possession. He's concerned with pace, challenging, and scoring goals frequently and often. We didn't get to see as much as Nagelsmann as I'd like in bigger UCL matches, so that I could know a little bit more of his tendencies here. But yeah, Nagelsmann's ball is all about standing full throttle, wide open. So I don't know. I don't know if we see a possession game here. If we do see a possession game, I have a feeling Spain might be them. But again, you got Toni Kroos, Rudiger, you got a bunch of, and Kimmich, you got a bunch of guys who are perfectly capable of passing back here, especially if Gundogan drops a little bit deep. It's not like Emre Can is a complete liability on passing. He's just big and a little goofy, so he doesn't run the most gracefully, but he's a hell of a defender too. Kroos, 77 plus passes. Yeah, I would run that up for sure. Kroos is the quarterback. They're going to be trying to get him the ball whenever possible. He's going to be the guy trying to unlock the deep balls over the top for Sané, Gundogan, Musiala, and Havertz runs. So yeah, I can definitely get down on Kroos over 77 passes here, Mike. Yeah. So again, that's my personal opinion, Fernando. If you see something different, I mean, I don't necessarily want to talk you out of it. I'm just saying, from what I know about Nagelsmann ball, from watching him all that time at Dortmund, at Bayern, and what I've seen out of this national team, it's just from the word go, stand up and throw that throttle wide open. So I'm excited. I think this is probably going to be one of the best matches in all Euros. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic watch. So yeah, I like a lot of shots here. I like shots on target from a ton of guys. I see both teams to score pretty easily. I can talk myself into the over, especially at a plus number, despite public handle, yada yada yada. Yeah, what do I think about Fabian Ruiz shots? I love it. He's been a money printer for me. I'm going back to I'm probably going to use a boost on him to have one shot in the first half here at minus 115. I'm going to play his 2 shots at plus 240. And I might put just a hair of a sprinkle on his 3 shots. As a matter of fact, I'm going to lock in that boost on him just to take a shot in the first half here. Euros, Spain, shots, first half shots. Fabian Ruiz, minus 115, using my 30% boost to get plus 114. And I am going to put a pretty good chunk on that. I like to take a lot of pop shots here, longer odds stuff with how I've been gambling so far for Euros. But I'm putting 0.8 units on Fabian Ruiz just to take a shot in the first half, boosted from minus 115 to plus 114 over on FanDuel. So that is my first official action for the game that I'm getting ready to post in Discord now. Fabian shot on target outside the box, plus 250. I definitely don't hate that, Myron. I just will caution you that I've had a couple of people that have had to really fight DraftKings and then inaccurately graded a shot outside the box number on Rodri and just refuse to change it. So just be careful with that stuff. I'm not sure who sportsbooks are using for where shots occur because it's not something I've seen on Opta. And I know for a fact that outside the box stuff has been incorrectly graded recently. So just a little bit of caution on that. Also, Fabian gets inside the 18-yard box pretty well. So I'm just going to take his shot. What site do you see splits? I don't see splits. I also really don't care about public money. This Travis mentioned this VSIN, Vegas Insider Network. I have a couple of buddies who work over there. They probably publish stuff like this. So yeah, I would just kind of take a look over. Again, I'm not super into splits, and I super don't care what the public does. I just use my eye test, and I go with my gut. I don't let public money, sharp money, kind of stuff like that get there. I'll be out on the look for it. All right, cool. Appreciate you, Tone. Good to see you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Same with you, Connor. Kimmich one shot on target at plus 240. I like that a lot. I'm not going to lie. Sorry, I wanted to finish getting that bet up for Discord. So yeah, guys, I gotta wrap this thing up though. I really appreciate you tuning in. Fernando, I do like that. Kimmich one shot on target at plus 240. Tone, Connor, Myron, Jonathan, Prez, Mike, AC Milan, Mike, 8 Ball, Kobe, William, Methane TV, Ruiz shot on target. Yeah, I definitely like that. Sagmarin out. Okay. And Travis, thank you all for tuning in. I'm Burr Oaks. This has been your live stream for Euros 2024, Spain versus Germany. Again, I like both teams to score. I think 1-1 isn't a terrible sprinkle if you think this goes into extra time or PKs. I don't hate getting involved in the over 2.5. I am officially on Ruiz, one shot in the first half, boosted on FanDuel. Other than that, please like and subscribe here on YouTube. I know you guys have been doing a great job. The numbers have been jumping up. I'm at like almost 140 subscribers now, so I really appreciate that. Don't forget to check out the links in the video. Get yourself some Burr Oaks merch, Burr Oaks hat, and join the Discord where I will be posting the rest of my official plays for the entire match and all matches, plus baseball and other stuff. It's a good time to get in now before we get into club season, where I'm still working out a way to do this, but I'm going to be doing soccer matches at least 4 or 5 days a week, kind of like this, but picking and choosing the schedule. So if you want looks like this for all the soccer games, join the Discord. It's only $15 a month. You get a 3-day free trial to figure out whether or not it's for you. We got a bunch of good guys in there who all talk sports pretty much constantly all day long. I hope to see you in there. Otherwise, I will see you back here around 2:15 for the next match. Thank you very much. Oaks out. Doses.